Fear is a monster that is eating a lot of people these days. So, how do we feed this monster? Every time we follow and we open our devices and seeing all of these negative things and negative news all around us, the statistics are steadily rising, like the number of deaths, number of infected, the number of countries under lockdown. And we're not only talking about the virus here. We also talk about, the rising unemployment, the concerns of health and food, and the ongoing depression due to isolation. Every day, these are the things that has been forced into us, and every time we open our news feeds, these are the headlines. And the more of your intake of these negative things, the more you are feeding your fears. And this will lead to anxiety, worry, panic, and some are already depressed. Because madali pong mag-sink in sa atin itong mga bagay na ito. Have you noticed? If you watch a horror movie, even sa iyong panaginip ay susundan ka. Fear is a monster, and every time you watch these negative things, that's the time you are feeding this monster inside. You know what? Ang barko ay lumulutang sa dagat. Ngunit kapag ito ay napasukan ng tubig, ito ay unti-unting lumulubog. In the same manner, huwag mong hayaan na makapasok ang takot sa buhay mo at ito'y manaig. I'm not saying that news is a bad thing. Being aware of what is happening nowadays is not only good but very necessary. However, like a medicine, maintain a safe dosage. Too much of negativity is not good. Would you try to find a safe, source, a trusted source, and try to stick to it? And by the way, I think we already know what we need to know about this virus. We already know how to protect ourselves, how to take care of ourselves and the people around us. I think there's no need to, watch any extra, like conspiracy theory. Like, a lot of fake news are happening all around us right now and are being forwarded to us every day. And, meron pa naman tayong tendency na ipo-forward din natin sa iba. So, it's just like we're spreading also the fear. So stop feeding your fear, because feeding that fear is like feeding the monster inside you that can paralyze you. And by the way, God in the Bible mentioned, fear not, or do not be afraid. And one of my favorite verses in the Bible is in Isaiah 41:10. It says, this is a good promise. It says, fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. I am with you, so do not fear. Can you just let it sink in sa iyong isipan, kapatid, sa iyong puso? I am with you. Do not fear. God is saying that. And if you try to search the entire universe, is there any force or enemy or things that can, that can stand against God? If you just search the entire universe, can you find anyone, any enemy, any force, anything that can, lalaban sa Diyos at siya ay manaig? I think wala. Because our God is an all-powerful God. We are serving an all-powerful God. And this God tells us, hey, I am with you. I am with you. That's why it says in Romans 8:31, if God is with us, who can be against us? Sa Tagalog, if ang Diyos ay panig sa atin, sino ang makakalaban sa atin? Siyempre, wala. The Bible is sometimes sarcastic about this because that's the highlight. Nobody can fight against God. And the promise is, panig ang Diyos sa atin. He is with us. So, that's the promise that kailangan po nating panghawakan, mga kapatid. God is with us. And even King David, look at this. King David in Psalm 23 said, even though I walk in the valley of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil. Bakit? For you are with me. You see that? God is telling, huwag kang matakot, kasama mo ako. Huwag kang matakot, kasama mo ako. Baliktarin natin. Kung kasama mo ako, wala kang dapat ikatakot. Did you see it? The words, I am with you. Ito yung mga salitang tutunaw sa takot sa ating mga puso. So, kapatid, manalig po tayo, magtiwala, panghawakan ng pangako ng Diyos. At of course, andun din po ating pag-iingat sa bawat isa. So, God bless. Again, the message of the Lord is, don't feed your fears, but trust in the Lord. Because He says, do not fear, I am with you. God bless.